Welcome, everybody, to another great CEO podcast. My name is Jim Schleckser. I am your host. We have with us another great CEO, Michael Kuech from Your Super. Welcome, Michael.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Maybe you could start off by just in a few sentences telling us a little bit about yourself and what your company does.
Yeah, Your Super, we are a superfood blend, protein blend mix company that has a variety of different functional blends, combining the most powerful superfoods around the world in this ready-to-eat and ready-to-drink powders. We have been doing this for 10 years, and we started this with because of a very personal story. I had cancer 10 years ago with 24, and I realized going through this experience that you can't control everything in your life, but you can control what you eat. Yep. And I never wanted to get sick again. So Crystal, my co-founder back then, gave me all the superfoods. I was like, what are in the world are superfoods? I'm coming from Germany. I'm a meat-eating German. And you're giving me spirulina and chlorella. What is this? But I felt so much better when I used them. And then we're like, why are not more people using this nature's powerful ingredients? And that sparked us starting Your Super. And we have been on a journey since and brought it from Europe to the US and are excited about helping people.
Very cool. Now, I mean, there are other superfood powder-based blends out there. I could name a bunch of them, but I won't share your competitors' names. But so, why you? I mean, they all make claims about, these things, but why your particular organization and the products you make? Why
a few differences. So we only have products with around 5-6 ingredients, and our products are only having superfood blends in there. So there's nothing else added, no sugars, no additives, no fillers, no sweeteners, nothing. So if you see on our front of the label, you see wheatgrass and barley grass, you turn the label around, and the ingredients list is still wheatgrass and barley grass, and it's still the main ingredients, right? So that's a major difference. It's not 100 ingredients, and you have never heard of any of these. It's 5-6 ingredients, super clean. It's all organic, 100% organic. We know where our sourcing comes from, right? So we are connected to our farmers, and I tell you a small story. When we first started, we sourced wheatgrass from Germany, and we sourced wheatgrass from China, and one was yellow and didn't taste like anything. One was green and tasted like grass, and one was $4, I think, a pound, and one was 40, right? And the Chinese one was so much cheaper, but didn't taste like anything. And the German one, local, was so potent and vibrant. So we went on this crazy path to really transform the way we source, have it so transparent. So when you go on a website or you scan a QR code on the package, you'd see where everything comes from. You see some of our farmer stories. I've been in Peru and Brazil and Germany and US to visit all of them. So that's a major difference, because we take care of them and they take care of us with amazing ingredients.
Right. It's because the Chinese product was hay, actually, as it turns out. No,
I don't know what
I'm kidding.
I don't know what it was. We're getting stuff from China. It's not all bad from China, but we're getting stuff that is originally from there, not what they're cultivating nowadays, because you can get everything from there, and everything's so much cheaper. And we get our grass now from the US, right here, local US greens, and so we're much more comfortable knowing that this comes from there.
Wonderful. So, what percentage of your revenue recurs? Is this a direct to consumer, or do you go through channels? I imagine there's no big contractual thing. It's sort of as people buy it, they buy it, right? But
we're an omnichannel business, so we have a bigger D2C business, and we grew really fast through our online business. But now we're also in retail in the US. We're in a vitamin shop. We're in Sprouts. We're in the selected CVS's. So we're slowly omnichannel. We're on Amazon as well. And I would say on our own website, around 40 to 50% of our revenue comes from recurring revenue. People on a subscription. People can be on a subscription. People can buy one-off. We make it easy for people. And a lot of people just buy from us certain plans. Right. Not just a single product. We have a detox program that's very, very popular, where you get in 5 days, Jim, 5 days only, It takes 5 days to just really change how you feel, really change your palate, what you taste and what you crave. And so that's a really popular program. So a lot of people buy the programs because they get the help also.
Yeah. Awesome. So every business has, a point of constraint, something that slows you down on your path to growing or more profitable.
Yeah.
What would you say is the point of constraint for this business? What would be the one thing you would change if you just could magic wand, change it? What would it be?
I would say the environment we're operating in, especially in the online business, changed over the last few years with iOS 14 updates and the Facebook algorithm changes. We were, as a smaller business, able to really effectively market for very little money. And once that changed, the privacy things changed, it's harder for us to retarget people. And we're not alone in this, but that, I think, hinders a lot of smaller business like us to compete with the big guys, because we need to get in front of people more often than the Nikes and the bigger companies of the world, right? Because everybody knows them. Not everybody knows your super, unfortunately, so they need to see your super multiple times to buy. Since then changed, it has become harder for smaller businesses to get the marketing out, to get the word out. So my magic wand would be to somehow re-enable smaller companies to get on a big stage and without spending a ton of money.
So just roll back all the privacy rules.
Exactly, not all the privacy rules, but roll back some of that internal conflict between Apple and Facebook, I think.
Yeah, that's funny.
And
well, you can blame Europe for a lot of that because it all started there. Going over to you and how you engage in your business for a minute. How many hours a week do you work nowadays?
That changed over the last 9 years, right? When we just started, we were just all in, right? 80, 100 hours kind of weeks. And it didn't feel like work, right? Because I'm so passionate about what I do. I want to help people. I want to get our products out to more people because I know they help. So a lot of things never felt like work. Standing on an expo, driving there, right? Visiting farmers, all part of work. So it never feels like, oh, I'm doing this 80, 100 hours. And nowadays I'm trying to work around 50 hours, something like this, 50, 60 hours, and really take care of myself too, because I know I'm more effective if I don't go crazy, right? Because then I'm tired, I don't make the right decisions anymore. I'm less efficient. So now, and we just got a baby, Crystal Me, as a co-founders. We're a 7-month-old, our little boy. So that anyways put us a little more in perspective to slow down, and I think we're more efficient and more effective than I ever was.
So you have to be, right?
Exactly, we have to be. So I'm a big proponent now of just doing less but more efficient and more targeted.
Yeah, perfect. As we grow as CEOs, we have to sort of drop some of the things we used to do, delegate them to other people so we can do higher value work. Can you name one significant responsibility you've delegated in the last 6 months? You used to do it, you no longer do it.
I think a lot of the HR stuff, I wanted to be involved because I felt like I want to set the culture, help with the culture, but letting that go to people who know it better even than I can. I think, and so that is one.
Did you hire somebody and then
delegate? Yeah, we hired somebody on a freelance basis to help with everything. So that was a big one for me, where I can just focus on the future more. And there's so many. I think what I learned over the years, right? We tend to hold on. Sometimes as CEOs, right, to hold on to more things because we feel like we need to drive them, we know them better, right? So I'm more and more trying to let that all go. HR obviously and finance. For a long time, finance was under me. I let that go completely, not in the last 6 months, but last few years. But trying to get people that know more than I do.
Nice, awesome. If people were to describe your leadership style, what would be the one or two, three things they would say about you as a leader?
Very optimistic.
Yeah.
I think very nice. I like to have a nice team. I don't like elbow culture or people kind of more getting career people in our organization. I just want to have a nice conversation. Want to work with people that we all like each other. And the third thing is very strategic and likes to talk about vision.
Nice. I've never heard that, elbow culture, but I like that. I may steal that idea. It's a good phrase, elbow culture. Last question. What do you do for fun?
We love to eat amazing food and plant-based food. And so I love going to farmers markets, exploring new vendors, going to restaurants. I love cooking. That brings me to our latest fun project that we have a cookbook coming out.
Oh, wonderful. When does it come out?
It's coming out on April 18th. It's called Your Super Life.
Okay.
And it's a fantastic cookbook, lifestyle book about how you can change your life in very easy steps, how you can benefit from a lot of these amazing superfoods in your daily diet, and gives you a lot of recipes, over 100 recipes to really get started on your health journey. Wherever you are, you don't gonna have to go crazy on the vegan diet or any other diet. You can just make small steps to feel healthier and ultimately perform better. Because one of the things, what I learned, I was an athlete growing up, played college tennis in Georgia, and running as a CEO, we're athletes, right? We are athletes, and I always make this connection, and I'm always thinking, okay, how would a top athlete right now behave, right? They think about recovery, they think about how they fuel their body by what they eat. And I think as a CEO, we should adopt that mindset much more and really taking care of ourselves, right? And take care of what we eat, how we fuel our body, because we are athletes, right? And I think to be on a peak performance and super fresh in your head, you gotta have a really good, healthy regimen as well as healthy food. And so this book, Your Super Life, will help you with that.
Lovely. And where can we buy it? Everywhere or just Amazon?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Get it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, bookshop.com, in your local bookstore. It will be everywhere. So help support it and get the copy.
Nice. Thank you so much, Michael. This was a great interview. I really appreciate your time, and I wish you good luck with the business and your book. Congratulations.
Jim, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.